Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Code with Deepa. So today we'll solve a problem on GFG and today is day 56 of solving daily problems on Geeks for Geeks. Now let us see what today's problem is. So problem for the day is index of an extra element which is asked in Zoho and Amazon. Okay, so now let us try to understand this problem. So the given problem says that we are given with the two sorted arrays. Okay, both the arrays are sorted. The array name is array 1 and the second array is array 2 of distinct elements. Elements in both the array are different, it says. Okay, the first array has one extra element added in between. Okay, now we have to return the index of that extra element. It says that both the arrays are containing the same number of elements like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You can see it is common in both the arrays. Okay, so now the extra element which will be always present in the first array, and here in this case the extra element comes to be 9, and we have to return the index of this extra element and we have to follow the zero based indexing. So if we can see here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So for 9 my index will be 4. Now to solve this problem what we can do is we can use a approach which will have a time complexity of order of n. Okay, what we will do, we will start traversing the my first array and keep on checking my elements. Like the array elements in my first are like this: 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. After 10, the last element for the first array will be 12. Okay, so if I try to solve this problem and I copy the elements of second array also, they will be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12. Okay, now inside a for loop what I will do, I will keep on checking on the elements. I will check the first element. Yeah, they are equal. So now what I have to do is I have to move to the next element. I'll move to the next element 4, they are also equal. I'll move to the next element 6, they are also equal. Then next element, and at last I will get to know that this is the element which is not matching with my array 2 element. And I know that every element in array 2 is already present in array 1. So 10 cannot be my answer. My answer will be 9 as this is the extra element which is present in my array 1. So this will be our first approach. Let us see the first approach, then I will tell you a better approach and for this problem. Okay, so if we see the explanation for this and code for this, so here you can see that we have simply added a for loop, and inside this for loop we are checking for the first array and second array elements at the particular index whether they are equal or not. If they are not equal, which means that this is the index where my extra element is present, so I will return I. And if I do not get any such element and both the array elements are equal, so in that case you just simply return -1. Okay, so if we see this question, then it is clearly mentioned that we have to find the approach of log n. And if we see the time complexity of this solution, it will be order of n. So now let us try to solve this with a better approach. Now if we do some brainstorming, so we can get it very easily. Okay, clearly mentioned that both the arrays are sorted, which means we can use such a technique here in which we need a sorted array. So both the arrays are sorted. So one point is this. Second point mentioned is this, the time complexity. Now I have to use a algorithm which has the time complexity of log n, and these both the things I have in my binary search. The time complexity of binary search is log n, and in binary search we need a sorted array. So this is the question of binary search, and with the help of this I can solve this question. So now to solve this question with binary search, we can't use the traditional approach of the conditions which we have. Now we have to modify our conditions such that it meets the requirement of this question. Okay. So what we will do, we will simply calculate the middle value like we used to do, and then we will compare the middle value here to the middle value of this array. If these two are equal, it means that all the elements before that will also be equal. So I will move my left to mid plus 1. Okay, this will be my approach. First condition will be to check if my mid is greater than mid is less than n is the number of elements. Then to check that if array 1 mid is equals to array 2 mid, that means all the elements before that will be equal. So I will move my left pointer. Okay, so this will be my left pointer at the starting index and right pointer at the last index. So I will move my left to the mid plus 1 value. Now the second condition would be that if my mid element is greater than 0, and the second condition is my let's add the and condition here. Second condition will be that my array 1 mid is equals to my array 2 mid minus 1 value. If it is equals to array 2 mid minus 1 value, this means that the elements on the right will be equal, and what I will do is I will simply move my right pointer from the last index to mid minus 1 value. This is my second condition. Okay, and if both the conditions are wrong, then it simply means that I have reached my extra element, and in that case I will simply return the mid value. Okay, because I have to return the index, not the element. So let us see the approach for this problem. Like, let us see the code for all like login approach. So here is the better approach for this question. In this, what we will do, like we do in binary search, we will declare two variables, left and right. Left is at the start of my array and right is at the end of my array. The while loop condition is same, that while left is less than equals to right, you calculate the mid. Now my first condition is if mid is less than n and the middle element of both the arrays are equal. In that case, I will move my left pointer ahead to check for the rest of array. Okay, and if this condition is false, then the second condition here is that mid is greater than 0 and my array 1 mid is equals to array 2 mid minus 1, which means that if I see here, if these are my middle elements, so if they are equal, then in that case move my left pointer to mid plus 1. If my middle elements, let's say we calculated 10 and here we calculated 8, they are not equal, so in that case what you have to do, you have to move your right pointer from the last to mid minus 1 value. Okay, in order to get the element which is extra. So if both the conditions are false, in that case what you have to do is you have to return your mid, which will be our answer. And you can add one more condition here just to handle a case where there is no such extra element. You can say return minus 1, which is not such needed because they are clearly mentioned there that there is an extra element present. Okay, so now let us try to run this code. So as you can see here, that we will compile and run this code. See, it is accepted and I have previously submitted it. This code was accepted and it has solved all the problems. It has passed all the test cases. Okay, and this was also accepted here and this was also accepted, which I previously told you, order of in approach. Okay, so I hope this video solution was clear to you. If you have any doubt, please leave it in the comment section. Like this video, comment on it, subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon to get daily notification about the videos I'm posting here. Thanks for watching and I will see you on the next video.